Hello, writers. All right, so you guys did some awesome job on your personal narratives the other day. That pre-assessment. I just loved how even though you knew, okay, I'm not at a third grade end of the year writing level yet, I know that I will be, and it's going to be awesome to see how much I grew. And you guys really accepted that challenge and ran with it. So I'm very impressed with that. So you need to pat yourselves on the back. All right? So, what I want you to do right now is I want you to quick whisper to, you know what? Well, okay. I want you to tell somebody else what is an idea for a story that you could write today. All right, you're going to tell that person what is a story you could write today. And I'll show you what to do if you do not have anybody to tell right now. So I don't have anybody to talk about writing with right now, but I have someone to pretend to talk about writing with. All right. What ideas do you have for a story today? No way! That's crazy! Okay, you get the point. I know it might seem a little silly, but if you're watching this, then you're not live with me, so you might not have someone to talk to. So just get into the habit, just pretend, all right? This is the story. Blah, 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 blah. Awesome. Okay, so now we're back. And today, what you're going to do is you're going to have some time where you listen to me just a little bit. I know sometimes you're like, oh, Miss Hazel again. I will try to take up all that much time because what's important is that you'll have time to practice on your own. Okay? So you'll have about 20 minutes to work on writing today. So first you have to listen to me. I know. Lucky you. Then you'll have 20 minutes to write. Okay? Did you have a hard time coming up with an idea for your true story for that narrative you had to write the other day? If you did, you can say, yeah, I absolutely did. Maybe you just had a hard time coming up with an idea for what you wanted to tell today. Well, today I'm going to teach you a strategy. Okay, and we know from all this past week with reading and writing, when we talk about strategies, it's like a helpful thing we can do, something that we can do to help us grow, to help us do the best that we can. So, your helpful strategy for today. Whenever you have trouble coming up with a true story for you to write about, I want you to think of a person who matters to you. And then you're going to list small moments that you had with that person. From there, you will pick one of those small moments. Okay? So, let's see. So we're working today on finding ideas for true stories. Okay? And today what we're working on is one strategy, like I said, is the small moments. So we're going to list small moments that we had with someone, with that one person, moments with one special person. It can be anyone. It can be a family member, can be a friend, can be anybody that is special to you. Okay? So anyone that is special to you is someone that is that's a good start, right? Hmm. Thinking of a person that's important to you. Hmm. I'm pretty lucky, and I have to say I have a few people that I could say were important to me, are important to me. Maybe you do too. I do have a person in mind, okay? And I want you to try to watch and see what I do after I have that person in my brain. All right, so I am going to write about my grandpa. All right, so my grandpa, because he means a lot to me. And I have so many stories of things that we've done together. Oh, one time I remember I was really scared because he had to go into the hospital. And, well, so this is what happened. First, he had to go to the hospital because he was in an accident, and then he was in the hospital for a longer time because, wait a minute. That's a bunch of small moments in there, right? And our goal is that we want to find small moments with my bad, with one special person. Small moments is the key word, or the key words there. And these aren't small moments. Well, those weren't small moments with my grandpa. Let's see. I know. I will write about the time that my grandpa, not when he took me to my first Phillies game. Well, not my first Phillies game. He took me to a Phillies game and something special happened. Wait. Because I could talk about that whole game, how we got there early. We got food. He let me pick out a souvenir. We walked around the ballpark and did. Oh, but I'm going to talk about the moment that is the most special here. The small moment that's the most important. When I. Okay, so. So we were at the baseball game, at the Phillies game, when he took me down to the dugout and we caught a foul ball, and I got my very first ball from a Major League Baseball game. I actually have 4. All right. Yeah, so remember, the hospital didn't work. I couldn't just say the Phillies game because that wasn't a small enough moment. But instead, catching a ball at the Phillies game. So that is the small moment that I am going to write about. Catching the ball at the Phillies game. Okay. So I'm thinking some things we talked about, the beginning, middle, and end. So this small moment, it was the end of the game. And the Phillies, yeah, they were losing by a lot. Yeah, they were really bad then. So the Phillies were losing by so much that a lot of people left. There were a lot of empty seats. And so we had pretty good seats, but he helped me. We moved down, and then at the end of the game, when the players were coming off the field, my grandpa just waved his arms and pointed down to me. And there I was with an oversized hat, a big glove, and one of the players he used to pitch, I'll always remember Billy Wagner, and he went into the dugout and he threw a ball, but he threw it a little high, and I was short and there were a lot of people there. My grandpa caught it, right? Okay. And I just remember it being in, because his hand, he has big hands. His hand is big. I just have this like perfect memory of it. All right. So you are going to think of one special person. Okay. So by now, hopefully you have that person. And you are going to work on picking one small moment that you want to write about. Okay. So again, remember, that helps you think of one small moment when you think of one special person. So, like me, you could try to list some out and then decide what is what is a good enough small moment to write about. I'm sorry, guys. I have my plans on one screen because I wasn't able to print them out, so that's why I keep looking back and forth, back and forth. Oh, all right. Okay, so today what you are going to do on your own is you have a special person. You're going to write about one small moment, okay? You'll have 20 minutes. You can write in your writing notebook. If you do not have your writing notebook yet, then you can type it on the Google Doc that says notebook entry 917, okay? 20 minutes, one small moment about a special person. All right, I will see you guys soon.